What's up, guys? We're here for our skin video. Sorry it's a day late, but I have just been having the worst schedule as usual. That just seems to be how it always is. But one way or another, we're getting the video to you. Now, as you can see in the title, there is no Rust update today. I wanted to touch on that, but I didn't feel it merited its own video. And basically, all it really is they switched to a new Unity version, which lets them put in the fixes for the AI. Which means things like the bears aren't going to clip through the floor anymore, etc., etc. I did a video on it recently, so if you want the more details on that, go check that video out. But basically, it was a disaster. It's a mess. It's not done. They broke all sorts of other stuff with the new, or so I should say Unity broke a bunch of stuff, and they have to fix it all. And they said, listen, we could put a patch out, but it's going to be broken, and we feel like it's better to push it than to give you guys a broken piece of crap. Some people reported up to 25 frame loss. So if you're getting 30 frames, the game's unplayable. You know what I mean? So that's kind of the idea with that. But unfortunately, or fortunately, this is, for me, it's a hard point because I see it from both sides. There's a huge change to the skin system. If you've noticed, all previous skins are gone from the store. Only the newest skins are there. Now, also, you'll notice they cost a lot more. So what they've done is they've implemented a new system that they're trying out, and it's going to be deployables and vanity kind of items like table, bear rug, stuff like that. It's going to be probably stay at the $1.50 price point. Then simple clothing and stuff will also be in there. Then kind of simple armor, simple clothing, and tools is going to be around like the $2-3 range. Then better stuff is going to be around the $4 range, $3-4 range for like, let's say, metal armor skins, AK, stuff like that. And then there'll be another tier that's going to be somewhere between $7 and $10. Yes, that's half the price of the game. I don't know how I feel about it. I really do not like the high prices myself. More than $1.50 for a skin is, it better be the best skin in the world. I bought no skins this week. I wanted to get Stab's like Raider armor, and I wanted to get the Sap skin, surprisingly, me here who always, you know, disses on them. But it's just these higher prices, I don't like them, and that's my problem. Because I also know a lot of the skin creators, and they're great people, they work really hard, and they're very passionate about what they're doing, and they're being gypped hardcore, okay? The majority of the money goes to Steam and Face Punch. Okay, what they do get is cents on the dollar, and people are buying skins and then selling them on the market and making $5, $10 plus profit. So how would you feel if you were making, let's say, 50 cents and you did all the hard work, and then some guy who did nothing other than spend $1.50 made $5 to $20 profit? It's going to start to burn you out pretty quick. And it's also why we've seen a large variation of skin creators kind of dip off. The other thing is drama between the skin creators and favoritism and all that stuff, but that's a drama I'm not getting into. But a good portion of what I've understood is also they feel it's not really worth it anymore because they're being undercut by the market. So they tried the idea for a week to see, hey, what if we make it not available to sell on the market? Will this make a difference? It didn't at all, really. So they're doing this now. So that's what's going on with skins, guys. I hope that kind of clarifies things. You understand where they're coming from, but I know a lot of you feel the same way I do. It's too expensive for the skins. For a $20 game, I've spent at least 4 or 5 times the game on skins. I'm not going to be doing that anymore if they're going to, every time I buy one skin, I've already paid for a quarter of the game. I'm just, it's not worth it unless it's the most amazing thing in the world. So, you know, that said, you know, I have some more ideas for skins. I don't know what I'm going to do, because if I had a skin made, I want the skin creator who made it get a good amount of money for his work. But I also wouldn't want to charge you guys a ton of money. Like, I have a heavy armor idea I wanted to do when they make it skinnable. But I bet you anything a heavy armor set's going to be $10 a piece. That's $30 for the whole set. I wouldn't want you guys to pay $30 for a set. I wouldn't pay $30 for a set. So this is just, I hope there's a middle ground that can be met here. Right now, the negativity is flying in. They're aware of it. They know what's going on. They know people aren't happy, but they want to try this. So all I can say is if you don't support it, don't support it. And if you want to, if you understand what I'm saying and you want to support the creators, at least get the skins that really call out to you and say it's worth it that way. Because right now we're kind of in a lose-lose situation. Because if this backfires, the skin creators are getting nothing, and if it reverts back to the old thing, they're still getting nothing. Which, you know, that's not motivation to keep doing something. But anyways, we've talked on that enough. Let's go ahead and take a look at this week's skins. We've got them all right here. So it's not much. It's just this set here. And I love the look of some of these, but they weren't worth the money to me. So we'll check out this school bus door at first. It looks a little weird in the icon. Once you look at it in game, however, it looks much better. So you can see here. Unfortunately, the window doesn't look too much like a window. But, you know, you can kind of say it's covered with a corrugated steel piece instead. So you kind of got that going on. But it's a pretty nice door. So, I mean, hey, if you're looking for something unique, it's definitely pretty nice. Next up is the Scavenger face mask from Andre. And it's actually really nice. It's very rusty, fits into the game very well. And if you're looking for a new face mask, it's nice. And, you know, I would grab it now before it becomes more on the marketplace. That's kind of the only option right now, really. Next up, we're on to the LOOTER'S set, and the LOOTER'S face mask actually looks really cool in the icon, but looks a little bit awkward on the player. Also, it's a little weird because it looks like the whole front of the head's exposed when really it is only the eyes. So that's a bit strange, but the set together on someone actually looks really nice, which makes me wish that there was a whole option to just equip a set of armor inside the workshop still. But as you can see here, the chest piece looks quite nice. I really like it with the chains and everything. It's got a really nice detail to it, which I really enjoy. But again, like I said, a little bit too costly for my current budget, unfortunately, guys. Next up, we've got the CARAVANNER JERKIN, also from Stab. And again, same level of detail you can expect if you like that darker colored hoodie style. You got this. Previously, this kind of design was only available with burlap, so it's kind of nice to actually have something with the hoodie, because I know a lot of people actually like to wear hoodies. Next up, we've got the Firewalk with Me from Bad Trip, and I really love this. I love hot rod stuff, and this pistol is just really nice. So, it was one of the skins I wanted to get, but like I said, budget is kind of just crappy right now. So we've got this, and it's just a nice P2, so I mean, I feel like I don't say this ever about P2s, but it is. It's really nice. Next up, we've got the Ancient Artifact Axe, and it really lives up to its name. You can't see it too well here from far away, but if you go ahead and pop it into your hand, let's get better lighting on it, you can see that's actually really nice detail, and it kind of reminds me of something you would see in Skyrim. It's also kind of plain looking, but at the same time, it's really detailed. I personally think it's cool looking, but it's not something I would purchase myself. But if you're looking for the new hatchet skin, this one definitely has a nice Skyrim feel, so if you're kind of going for that RPG medieval, this definitely fits in really well. Next up, there's the Spitfire MP5, and in the icon, it really doesn't look that impressive. I didn't really care for it in the picture, but after I looked at it in game, especially when you're holding it, it actually looks pretty nice. It's a really nice skin. It's got detail, and it's rusty, and you know, it actually looks like someone just kind of painted it up, so it's actually really well done. So if you're looking for a MP5 skin that's colorful but doesn't kind of ruin the look of Rust, this one is definitely one that fits into it. Next up, there's the cabin chest yellow theme from Steve Dread, and I usually really like Dread stuff, but this box doesn't really call to me any kind of way. It's kind of ugly. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, man. But remember, this is just my personal opinion on things, and it kind of just looks like something you'd find in somebody's grandparents' attic. And it definitely is like rusty and dirty, which kind of fits the theme of stuff. I just personally don't like the colors. I think the yellowish, the mustard, nasty yellow is kind of triggering me, I think, here. So, anyways, but that's my personal opinion. For those box collectors out there, I'm sure there's some people who are going to love this one. because it does have a nice amount of detail, and it's a quality skin. Next up, we've got a small box skin, and it is the Seeds box, and it is so happy and nice looking. I expect it to be next to like a little hippie vegan stand or something where they're selling fruit for, you know, 50 cents or something, and it's a neat little skin. I like it, but I feel like the small box is pretty useless other than using it to kind of stand on top of to shoot out of a window. So, of course, though, you know, if there's a kind of blueprint system like we've got going on our server right now, the small box becomes your friend for quite a while. But since that's gone, again, small box is just not very useful. I kind of file it underneath riot helmet and beanies, so that's the thing there. But if you want something neat to look like or use it as a prop, maybe, this is a really cool looking little box. Alright guys, so we're brought to the SCUDPUNK hoodie. So if you guys want to get this, it is a limited skin. It is the most costly skin. I believe it's 7 something. And that's because it is, of course, a limited edition YouTuber/streamer hoodie. And SCUDPUNK's awesome. If you haven't checked him out or haven't heard of him somehow, which I find very hard to believe, you should definitely go check him out. And this hoodie is actually really cool looking. The squid, a puss on there, actually glows at night. So again, it's a glowy skin. I know some people really hate those, some people really love them. I think it's really cool, but I'm not spending $7 on a skin that I'm not gonna wear. Personally, my group rocks the tank hoodie. So, but I mean, if you're a fan of him at all, or if you just want a limited edition skin that's really badass looking, I mean, grab this one. It's just done really good. It looks great, guys. So, props to Oxen. Lastly, we have the War coffee can helmet from Abra, and Abra is back. I'm super happy about that. Making skins, and this one is in, and it looks great. It's got that shark tooth look that everyone loves, and I just like it. It looks really nice. So, great job, man. And as our last skin, I'm just going to say, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to click that like button. Sound off in the comment below about how you feel about the changes to the skin pricing system, how you feel about it, and so forth. Let's hear those comments. Give some feedback, guys, and we will see you next time.